what comes to your mind. Close your eyes and picture what it feels like, smells like, tastes like, so you can really feel and get a good mental picture on what Christmas really is. Christmas is one of the biggest holidays celebrated and recognized that has multiple meanings when people picture it and describe it. According to the article Grace to You, the decision to celebrate Christmas on December 25th actually comes from during the 4th century by church bishops in Rome. A man named Steve Clark suggests that the full meaning of Christmas is something bigger than the love of our families or goodwill towards men, and it's even bigger than remembering the birth of Jesus. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays, and I look forward to it each year. Christmas for me is not just a day that is celebrated, but it is a whole month of holiday spirit and preparation for a whole grand moment that only comes once a year. Today, I will be discussing a list of things people do to prepare for Christmas to get into the holiday spirit, where people go to celebrate Christmas, talk about some of the Christmas traditions, and talk about the true meaning of Christmas and why it's celebrated. Here is a list of things that people do to celebrate Christmas. First, I'm going to talk to you about holiday music. I love listening to holiday music because it puts me in the mood, and it's really easy just to go and drive to work or wherever you're going, just turn it on and sing along with the music. There's a lot of different varieties that you could choose from to listen to Christmas music. The first thing that you could do is go on Pandora.com and just type in a different radio station. You could type in old Christmas music or new Christmas music. It really just depends on what you want. There's also iTunes Radio, and iTunes Radio, if you just have an iTunes account, you can look it up that way as well. But if you don't have a computer or you don't have a cell phone with internet connection or easy access to Wi-Fi, you could also go to Walmart and look up different CDs and everything, and they normally just have them out where you could buy CDs and purchase them that way as well. So those are a few things with music, but also you could watch Christmas movies when you're at home, on vacation, and everything. And I know my family really likes the movie Christmas Vacation, and we're just really excited to watch it every year and just joke around and sit and relax with the family and make jokes towards each other. And so I really like Christmas Vacation, and that's what my family likes to do. Also, if you're not really a movie person and you're not a music person, you could also just decorate your house. There are so many decorations that can be bought, and just decorate and spice up your house so you can have the warm feel. And putting up a Christmas tree is a big thing with Christmas. Here's my visual aid of my Christmas tree this year. I just decorated it a couple days ago, and so this is where all the presents go before Christmas, and it's just nice to look at and something new in the room to spice it up, I guess. And also, you can decorate Christmas lights outside. I know my stepdad Brian just took off a couple days of work because he's so excited to just go outside and put up Christmas lights and everything, and I was teasing him the other day saying that he's been putting up Christmas lights for so long, and he said it's getting hard and maintenance and stuff, and so many people are starting to hire, and so he might hire someone next year to put up Christmas lights. And it's just nice for when people drive around and they see that we're in the holiday spirit. So that's some of the things that you could do. If you don't like listening to music or watching movies or decorating, you could always cook food and bake for the holiday. You could make a different amount of desserts. You can just look up in cookbooks and just have fun ideas and go to Walmart and buy food and just really enjoy eating and hanging out with the family. On top of all of that, gifts are basically the most important thing in Christmas, or what people really look forward to, and they take time out, weeks out, to actually go shopping for gifts for each other. And that's a big thing about Christmas, is just giving gifts. And so My family has Chinese Christmas, and we also like to do White Elephant just because we have a big family, and buying gifts for everyone gets kind of hard sometimes. And if we don't decide to do White Christmas or White Elephant, we sometimes decide to go to like a Mavericks game, or we will all like go to a certain location and like buy our own ticket so we can like enjoy it together, and we just say Merry Christmas to each other and go somewhere together as a family and celebrate Christmas that way. I know last year we went to Cancun on our holiday trip, and we called it our Christmas present to each other, and we just all bought tickets to Cancun, and we just had fun on the beach, and that's just like what we like to do. So it's really just your preference. So with all of the details added to get into the Christmas spirit, now let's see what people do and talk about during December. Here I will talk about where people attend and talk about some of the Christmas traditions. The first thing that pops to my head is going to church. If you're not a regular church goer, you could just easily get in your car because there's churches everywhere. If you like a small church where people have been going their whole life, you could go to something like that. But even there's like big churches that are available to you, and it's crazy because thousands and thousands of people go to this one church and listen to one sermon preacher and get the same message. So it's really just up to you. But if you don't really like going out of the house, you can easily turn on the TV and watch church from that, or you could even turn on the radio and listen, or you could just open up a Bible and read a couple of verses. It's just really good to like celebrate and go to church for Christmas, I feel like. But if you don't like going to church, you could always go look at Christmas lights. I know a bunch of places where you can go look, but really if you don't want to spend any money, you and your family could just get in the car and go view like different neighborhoods. I know in my area, Highland Park in Dallas is a great area to look at Christmas lights and everything, and it's so much fun, and it just really gets the family together and stuff. But also there's places, if you want to spend money and make a trip out of it, you could go to Santaland, and it's a place where you could drive, and they just set up so many lights, and it's beautiful, and it's just a great way to get in the holiday spirit as well. And then also, the biggest tradition of all is Santa Claus. And I remember growing up, there were so many stories and so many exciting things that have to do with Santa Claus, but really what I liked the best was probably baking cookies at night and having a big plate set up for Santa Claus, and then I could go to bed and then wake up and then the cookies would be gone, and that's my most exciting memory from when I was little. And I always remember telling my parents, y'all better go to sleep or Santa's not going to come to our house and he's going to miss our house, and so I just remember being so excited about that. So far I've discussed what people do and where people go to get prepared for Christmas. Now I will inform you on the true meaning of the holiday and why it's celebrated. So, it's the day that Jesus was born, and December 25th will remain Jesus Christ's birthday, and that's why it's a celebration. So if you ever think, why do we give each other gifts on Christmas? It's really basically celebrating his birthday. And so that's why it's such a big deal, because sometimes people are like, well, why don't we give gifts for Thanksgiving, or why don't we give gifts for other things? And so Christmas is about celebrating and about enjoying his birthday and all of that. So that's really the true meaning. So today I have discussed a list of things to do to prepare for Christmas, to get into the holiday spirit, where people go to celebrate Christmas, and some of the Christmas traditions. And lastly, I talked about the true meaning of Christmas and why it's celebrated. Remember when I asked you, when I said the word Christmas, what comes to your mind? Well, after talking to you about these things, I hope that some of those things come to your mind and it helps you get into the holiday mood. So, after summing up these facts about this holiday, you should have a successful year, and I wish you the best Christmas yet.